What are the Norse runes? In this episode of How to Heathen, we embark on the first installment of a 4-part series exploring these ancient symbols of the Norse runic alphabet. We'll uncover their origins from their use in Norse society for writing and magic to their rich historical and esoteric meanings. This series will delve into the evolution of runes through different periods and their reinterpretation in modern spiritual practices. Join us as we start this journey into the world of runes and discover their profound impact on both past and present. I'm Jason, and this is How to Heathen. The basics of Norse runes. Odin, seeking the wisdom of the runes, sacrificed himself by hanging from Yggdrasil, the world tree, for 9 days and 9 nights, wounded by his own spear. Enduring great pain without food or drink, he sacrificed himself to himself. As he hung between life and death, he peered deep into the well where the secrets of the universe and the knowledge of the Elder Futhark runes lay hidden. The runes revealed themselves to him, rising from the depths of the well, offering their ancient wisdom and power. Through this self-inflicted ordeal, Odin unlocked the mysteries of the runes, gaining mastery over their magical properties and the knowledge they contain. Runes are ancient symbols from runic alphabets used by Germanic peoples, including the Norse, before the Latin alphabet was adopted in Northern Europe. These symbols are characterized by their angular shapes, straight, sharp lines, which made them practical for carving into surfaces like wood, stone, or metal. The most well-known runic alphabet is the Elder Futhark, named after its first 6 letters: Feyu, Uras, Dorasaz, Anzus, Raidho, and Kanaz. This script includes 24 runic symbols divided into 3 groups or acts, each with 8 runes. These runes were not used for only writing, but also carried significant cultural and spiritual meaning in ancient Scandinavian society. Historical use of the runes. The Elder Futhark was used from around the 2nd to the 8th century CE for inscriptions on monuments, tools, and personal items. As time progressed, the script evolved into the Younger Futhark, a simplified version with 16 runes that was used from roughly the 9th to 11th century, primarily in Scandinavia during the Viking Age. The Anglo-Saxon Futhark, used from the 5th to 12th century, extended the Elder Futhark with additional runes to represent sounds specific to Old English. Runes were not just for writing. They also had magical and spiritual significance, reflecting the rich culture and religious life of the Norse people. The rise of esoteric practices. In the 19th century, interest in Germanic cultures and Romanticism sparked a revival of runes with mystical interpretations. Occultists and scholars began to explore runes beyond their historical uses, attributing them with symbolic and esoteric meanings. Key figures in this movement included Guido von List, who developed Armanianism by combining runes with Germanic paganism, and Rudolf John Gosselin, who expanded on these ideas. Carl Jung's work on symbols and archetypes also influenced modern esoteric interpretations. Jung's ideas about the collective unconsciousness and the archetypal symbols provided a framework for understanding runes as representations of inner psychological processes. Together, these contributions shaped the modern esoteric view of runes as symbols of hidden wisdom and spiritual forces. Now, to gain a deeper understanding of how powerful merging the ancient with the modern is, be sure to check out my book, The Modern HAVAMAL. It's a contemporary interpretation of the ancient wisdom of Odin, blending traditional teachings with the raw, vibrant energy of the Bronx's hip-hop culture. The book serves as a bridge between the old and the new, much like the runes themselves, bringing ancient wisdom into the modern world. The Nazi appropriation of the runes. During the early 20th century, the Nazis appropriated runes to support their ideology of Aryan supremacy and to link their movement with an idealized vision of ancient Germanic traditions. They used runic symbols like the SS symbol. It was a stylized version of the runic symbol for Sowilo. to prompt ideas of strength and racial superiority, blending them with Nazi propaganda. This distortion and stealing of runes significantly altered their meaning in everyday culture, associating them with hate and extremism. As a result, runes became tainted by their association with the Nazi regime, overshadowing their original cultural and spiritual significance. Let me be clear, asshole motherfuckers stole some of our most sacred symbols to use them for their hate campaign against humanity. And if anyone watching this video is aligned with that ideology, do me a favor and hit that unsubscribe button right fucking now. Modern reclamation efforts. Today, inclusive heathenry groups and modern practitioners are working hard to reclaim runes from their negative association with Nazi ideology. These efforts involve educating the public about the historical and cultural context of runes to counteract extremist misconceptions. Initiatives include publishing educational materials, creating informative content, and engaging in discussions to highlight the true meaning of these sacred symbols. By focusing on their original significance and cultural heritage, these groups aim to restore runes to their rightful place in history. We strive to demonstrate that runes are a symbol of cultural richness, not aligned with hate or extremism. Inclusive practices and advocacy. Inclusive heathenry promotes a version of Norse paganism that is open to everyone, regardless of race or background, standing in direct contrast to exclusionary views propagated by the Nazis. This inclusive approach emphasizes the spiritual and cultural aspects of heathenry as diverse and welcoming. Leaders and members of these communities often make public statements condemning the misuse of runes by extremist groups. They also collaborate with other spiritual and cultural organizations to support the positive reclamation of these symbols. Through these efforts, they work to ensure that runes and related symbols are recognized for their true historical, spiritual, and cultural value. As we wrap up this first installment of our 4-part series on the mysteries of the runes, remember that there's so much more to explore. From their ancient origins to their modern interpretations, runes continue to captivate and inspire. For more insights into Norse traditions and the heathen way of life, don't forget to like, drop a comment with your thoughts and questions you have on the path, and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to turn on your notifications to stay updated on all our latest content. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to check out this other video. And until next time, stay fucking savage.